Hey guys, here we are for the second round of the iRacing series. We didn't get a good lap in, and we're basically not doing too well on the start here. As you can see, we're 38th, and I'm thinking we're not even gonna start on the grid here. I feel like it's better to just start from the pits. We're so far back anyways, so we'll make it a little challenge for ourselves. I think the race is gonna be 35 laps, and I don't really know what else to say. Just a bit unfortunate we couldn't get a lap in qualifying. We actually tried to, just unfortunately had 1X's on both laps, so gonna be a lot of passing. And in practice, I think I was the fifth fastest car. We can see there's a bunch of 41s. My fastest was a 41.9 as well. So we're kind of maybe in line with Mason and Nathan. I think these guys might be faster. You can see they had pretty fast practice laps, or at least Mason did. I guess I see also Kyle's up here. So if we can miraculously go from 38th or from the pits into a top five, that'd be incredible. So that's our goal for the race. Top five. I know I feel like that's a big ask given how many cars are gonna have to pass, but let's hope we can pull out some miracle here. And also, I don't know if we can maybe make this a two-stop. I honestly don't know. But anyways, we'll head on to the grid in just a second. We can see the pace car still has quite a ways to go. But yeah, this is such a huge field. I feel like at the start of the season we always get huge fields and then it kind of spreads out. So I was hoping the one time I couldn't get a lap in that there'd actually be a small field, less cars to pass. But cool to see. I think they changed something for this season, which is instead of switching cars, you have to commit to a car for the whole season. So see, there's a lot of Porsches, a lot of Astons, a Mustang, I think on pole. So we're in the Aston Martin. Actually bought the car as of like 10 minutes ago. So learning the car, learning the track, and one last thing to check, is there going to be rain? I think rain's going to be delayed. I mean, you can see it just past the 1 hour mark, so I think we should be safe rain-wise. Would have liked that actually to spice things up. I feel like we're pretty good in the rain, but I guess we should be able to avoid it. So yeah, that's basically all the situation. Let's hope we get a smooth start from the pits, and should be fun. Hope you enjoy.
Sure.
Man, this track is so long. The pace car still 30 seconds back. You have Noah on pole, Ricky second, Mason third. I feel like I recognize Noah. I feel like I've seen him in past races, but don't think he was a season regular as of last season, so. See, we have two other guys in the pits with us, so hopefully we can get around them pretty quickly. How long will the pace car hold us at the end of the pits? Let's find it. Turn the car on. Here we go. So far. Alright.
What was that? That's right. Thanks.
Yo, what are you doing? Just sitting right in the middle of the racing line.
Chris, your front left wheel is all jacked up. Morgan, I'm going in this time.
I had to back out of that one, David.
My bad, Dan. My fitness not good.
It's silver, just like old times. That's right. can stay inside on the horseshoe. Right. See you back there, Noah. Stay right now, stay right.
Appreciate it, Bill.
Yeah, no problem.
Franklin, what are you doing?
Okay.
God, I got a little sketchy there. Stay right, man. Stay right.
Appreciate it, Paul. Paul, do you need to pit again? Not sure yet. I'm going right now. Thank you, Alex.
Hey, pass right, Alex.
You good, Kyle?
Yeah, go ahead, John. Go right. 60 on 3. Go left, Michael.
Sorry, Dane.
All good, man.
What a save.
That's right, Mickey.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Jasper.
Sorry, Bill, that was not the spot.
Yeah, we made it work. Good score. Go for that sitting this time, bud.
Yeah, so am I.
Jesus, what are you doing?
Pack up and save there on the board. I pass well.
Thank you.
Gotcha. I had to raise you out, Dave. I hope that was alright.
Absolutely.
back.
Yep.
Last couple laps, just boys. Good racing. Jason, just call your shot when you're gonna take it. Okay. You didn't have to do that, Ricky. I was just gonna let you pass anyhow. Pass right here, Mike.
Dane, the car ahead of you is for position for me, so if I get a chance, I'm gonna try to race it.
Oh no. Pass right.
Race Mason, that's fine.
Sorry, Dane. I got a little offline there and went wide. Sorry, I think I might have made a mistake.
Okay, that was quite a fun race, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
So,
Dan, I think we need to go.
in the end, it doesn't even matter. No, but honestly, a 38th to 4th, let's go. And that was actually from the pit, so that was actually like what, 43rd to 4th. We got the top 5 just like we wanted. The only thing I'm upset about is if we had started from the grid and not the pits, I think we had a shot at 3rd. First and second, those guys were so quick. Even if we started on the grid, I don't feel like we were faster than them. Let's just verify that. Like I said, I think we were faster than Michael, but I don't think our fastest laps were even close to the top 2. So might have been a boring race if I qualified like 8th or something. Maybe gained a few spots. Probably got comfortably up into 3rd, but I don't think we would have really had a shot at the top 2. So still have some work to do, but man, I know traffic it was kind of like laughable at points. Just all the fact that look at all these guys 1 lap, 2 laps down, but it felt like a multi-class race honestly with all the traffic. I mean, not often do you get to do a single class race with this many cars in the class. So yeah, really fun. Even if we start up at the front, would have been really fun to go around all these lap traffic. That last lap, though, the fact that there was that huge pileup, we lost a few seconds. So I didn't really mind. It was just the fact we were at 13x. If we ended up having any contact with anyone, that would have been an automatic drive through. And the final lap, putting us to the end of the lead lap, would have put us at 9th or 10th place. So yeah, very important. We kept no damage there. Was trying to keep the incidents down, but that first 4x, I need to go back to that, figure out what happened because man, I think it was Ricky actually that just came flying across the track. I saw he got unfortunately like sent to the back of the field, but heck of a recovery drive from Ricky. So nice job. Let's check fastest laps and then we'll check that first lap incident. So Noah, his fastest lap, he was in the Mustang and he managed a 41.58 on lap 11. So with the end of the first stint, low fuel makes sense. 41.58. Mason, his fastest lap, 41.68, 67, 67, 68, whatever. Hey, I'm not gonna do that meme, but anyways, around the same time, mid 41s. Then Michael, His fastest, once again, similar area, but wow, not even close. 41.6 to a 42.4. So wow, like 7 or 8 tenths slower. And then did we get in the 41s? We got 42.3. So yeah, I mean we were faster than Michael by about 2 tenths, but still like half a second off fastest lap. So ways to go to catch Noah and Mason. One thing I will check though is at the end of the race, looking at our stint times. Our final pit stop was around here. Let's just see our fastest lap or so in the last 10. Looks like 42.9, 42.5. Okay, so 42.5 was our fastest in the lap 10, in the last 10. Noah's fastest in the last 10 was 42.3, or see 42.0. So yeah, even half a second faster, even on old tires, presumably. Um, so yeah, it looks like we are comfortably third fastest, but quite a ways off top too. Ricky, his fastest was a 41.8, so maybe he was actually faster than us. Fastest lap wise, he was. Um, but looks like he had an incident. So let's just go back to the start of the race. But yeah, we managed to, let's just see where the people started. First got first, third got second, Ricky got fifth, but looks like fourth place. Not sure what happened to them. They started, it was Nathan, ends up finishing 33rd, so I'm a bit confused as to how that happened. I thought he actually may have won round one, but anyways, let's just go back here. We see Ricky starting on the front row. Let's see. Yeah, front row. This is lap one, correct? Why is this not allowing me to see anything? Ricky is here. Lap one. Here we go. Oh, wow, it's really not letting me see anything, is it? Is it because I'm starting from the pits? It's crazy. Okay, well, here we go. We have some cars. Hopefully I won't get ghosted. I really can't see anything. All I see is that there's some big pile-ups, and I'm guessing Ricky was part of them somewhere. Okay, here he is. He spun around. Don't know how it happened. Ends up, did he end up losing his rear wing? I'm just so confused as to where, okay, so who is this? This is Michael. Okay, so another Porsche. But this had to be so close, the contact that I saw. Let's see this. I mean, that could have and arguably should have been race over for us. It's just the fact that he has no rear wing, no control of the car, no downforce. As soon as he gets on the brakes, car just spins automatically to the side, all the way across the track, out of total control. I have no view of him anywhere. He comes barreling out, getting back on the throttle, and man, crush him. I'm so lucky that that gave me minimal damage, if any. You can see like nothing really shows up, but let's just watch this on board to see how crazy this is, because I'm looking up ahead, not looking in my mirror, and just comes out of nowhere. That is not how you want to be seeing exiting a corner. Car just running backwards. I mean, if I managed to go through that corner any quicker, I would have ran right into him. So it's kind of a good thing that I had to pass someone on the inside. It kind of ruined my entry speed. It's such a weird thing to say. It's a good thing I had a bad corner, or else I would have died on corner exit. But yeah, that's exactly what happened. So luckily you do have a faster pair if needed, but man, did not want to use that. It looks like a lot of people struggled on cold tires here, and man, just huge mess. Gravel sprayed everywhere on the track. So after lap one, we went all the way up from 43rd to 28, so 15 spots gained. So yeah, definitely always chaotic. Like I said, if I start on the grid, would I have caught third? I want to say yes. Look at all these guys spinning out. Unfortunate. It's easy to say, oh, I would have had more time. The other thing is I would have been even closer to all this mess happening. So the fact to start from the pits, I kind of had a gap to avoid it. Unfortunately, I feel like the gap was almost too big. Like it just took me so long to get out of the pits. Like let's just count the seconds here. So the field's going right there. They're leaving 5:58. Um, Still waiting in the box. 8 seconds. I exit here, and like let's see where the back of the field is. It looks like the back of the field entering this hairpin at 6:28 versus us entering that hairpin 6:39. That's 11 seconds, and we can see the gap in the end. Michael was 11 seconds. So yeah, it would have been really interesting to see if we could have gotten third if he started on the grid. But nonetheless, top five from the pits. Pretty happy with that. So once again, congrats to Noah and Mason. Hopefully, I can start to battle those guys in upcoming rounds. But it was pretty fun. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.